Hi, welcome. My name's Asher Senator and I'm representing Urban Rockers here at YouTube Studios. And with us today, we've got a very special guest, a well-talented young lady, and her name is Jamila. Welcome, Jamila.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
And I'm going to go straight into it and start asking you some questions.
Okay.
Excellent. So what age did you actually get into music?
Well, I started writing and recording at the age of 16, but my mum and my dad sing, so music has always been around me. So, yeah.
Okay, so your mother and father sings?
Yeah, they do.
Wow, what a thing. I heard you singing earlier and it was something very special. So what does your mother and father sing? Any genre in particular?
Well, my dad's kind of like big on Motown. You know, he does like Motown tribute stuff and stuff like that. And my mum she does like me. She likes R&B, soul and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay, have they sang live like yourself?
When my mum was younger, she used to do a lot of gigging, but not so much now. But my dad is still gigging, like he does cruises and he's still doing stuff in the music. So, yeah.
Fantastic. So tell me a bit about your background.
Well, I was born and raised in Northwest London, and then I moved to South London. And for me, I feel like South London has had an influence on my upbringing because I've been there more. So my music kind of speaks about, you know, my experience in South London. So, yeah.
Okay, that brings me to the next question. So what inspired you to become an artist?
I think because I talented like my mum and my dad, and they didn't really, I mean, my dad's still gigging, but they're not really writing and doing their own stuff. It kind of inspired me to kind of take the lead and do it for myself because, you know, I've been blessed with talent and there's no point in not doing anything with it. So, yeah.
So how did you know you could sing? Was it something that just happened, or how did you actually know that you could sing?
I think growing up, I mean, I've been in a lot of school choirs. I was like always wanted to be in a choir or, you know, part of something to do with music. And I think that is where, you know, I knew I wanted to sing. I took a bit of time doing musical theatre, and that kind of broadened my experience in singing, and it kind of gave me different technique and different ways of singing. So it was really, really good for me.
Excellent. So do you buy music?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so can you remember what was the first single you actually bought?
The first single I actually bought with my own money was I bought an R. Kelly CD. I think it was Chocolate Factory. I think that was the first one that I bought. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how does that go?
I can't remember. I think it was an album. It wasn't a single because, you know, at the time, you know, it had a lot of singles, but I was just like, I want the album because it's got more songs on it. So it's not like a particular song I like. I like the whole album, but
Wow.
yeah.
Fantastic. Brilliant. So what's your favourite album by another artist?
I would have to say an album that I could literally sit and listen to the whole thing would be Ed Sheeran Plus, because I love his album. I love his lyrics and how he storytells in his music, and you know, he writes his stuff and he's so innovative. So I love Ed Sheeran.
Wow. So do you storytell in your lyrics at all?
I try to. It is like it's a really big skill. It's something that you will learn gradually as you get better in songwriting, but it is a great skill to have.
That's fantastic. So what artists do you like and would you like to work with, and why?
Well, considering that I do sing R&B and stuff, it's just given that I do like Beyonce. I like Rihanna. I kind of like a lot of old school artists like Aretha Franklin. I love Layla Hathaway and Rachelle Ferrell because they're like my most favourite technical singers. And I feel like regarding my vocals and stuff like that, I look to them for like technical stuff and like just singing techniques because they're literally amazing. Like Rachelle Ferrell is an amazing singer. So yeah.
Wow. Give us a little something, what you mean. What would you look at? What are you looking for? The way they stand up? The way they walk to the left?
No, it's just like the way that they use their vocals, because I feel like Rachelle Ferrell she's not afraid to use everything she has to produce the sound that she has. Like she has an amazing range, and she has amazing technique as well. So that's something that I do look at. She's like one of my role models, someone that I will go back to see, you know, what can I do for myself to make my vocals better.
Fantastic. Oh, wow. So they actually impress you so much. Are there certain things you pick up and you add to what you do from one of them, you would say?
I think for me, range, like my vocal range is a big thing. And because Layla Hathaway and Rachelle Ferrell have really amazing ranges, I kind of like see how they, you know, reach those ranges, how they use their body, what parts of their bodies they use and where they anchor in from and whatever, just to kind of help me to expand my range, as well as obviously technique classes and stuff like that. So that's important for me.
So I've heard you sing and you've hit some ranges. So have you added to your ranges that you used to have when you was younger? Have you added a range or just improved on?
I think I've added and I've lost, because when I was, you know, when you're younger, you kind of have, you got more to work with, I guess. When I was younger, I was like, yeah, I can whistle, note and everything. But now that I've gotten a bit older, it's a bit hard for me. So I feel like my lower range has improved, but my higher range maybe not so much. But yeah, my technique has definitely improved since I was younger.
Wow, that's fantastic. So what's it like... Firstly, what's the last event you played at?
The last event I played at was actually played at an open mic, and it's something that happens regularly, and I just kind of go to that because it's a good place to network and a good place to meet people, you know, and meet different people with different styles, and you know, you get to meet people that you can collaborate with potentially. It's a really good place, yeah. Fantastic.
And what's been the best moment you can recall so far in this beautiful career you've got?
I think the best moment for me would be where I performed at Brixton Splash, because that's probably the biggest audience I've had, and it's nice to perform in an area where you've grown up in and people kind of appreciate your music and appreciate you.
Excellent. So you said it was the biggest you've performed. What sort of crowd was that?
Oh, it's like a big festival in Brixton, so it's like thousands and thousands of people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And you really enjoyed that?
It was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it.
And what sort of music did you do there?
I've performed there quite a few times, but the last performance I did, it was kind of like a bluesy, kind of rocky song, you know. I tried to perform different genres, just not to limit myself, so that I can experience different things and see what works and what doesn't work for me, and how I can incorporate other things. So I feel like that for that event, that blues song, it worked.
Excellent. So moving to the next one, describe your music then, if you could, please. And how long have you been writing?
My music would be R&B, soul, a bit of hip hop, maybe blues, a bit of everything really, because, you know, music is always expanding, always growing. You know, you get new genres off of old genres, so it's kind of a mishmash of everything. And I just pull influences from different people, so that's how yeah.
So if you had to choose 3 artists that you could be compared to, who would they be?
Oh, I don't know. Comparing yourself to artists. I think everyone has got like a different sound, and it's hard to compare yourself to somebody when they've got something that you might not have and you've got something that they might not have. So it's a bit hard, yeah. I say I'm pretty similar to a lot of like R&B artists, and I have pop influences like Beyonce, Rihanna, as well as people like Layla Hathaway, Rachelle Ferrell, and people like that as well. So
you're a merge.
Yeah,
a merge. That's why you're so great. Wow. All right, name your top 3 genres of music, please.
Okay, it would have to be R&B, like 90s R&B, hip hop and soul for me.
Okay, R&B, hip hop and soul.
Yeah.
Excellent. I can hear that in your music. It's fantastic. So professionally, what's your goal?
I'm just hoping to, you know, expand as a songwriter and a singer, and hopefully, you know, expand my fan base and take my music everywhere, really. anywhere possible, anywhere that is appreciated, and, you know, spread positive messages and positive vibes to people. So that's the aim.
Wow, but this one goes into your character a bit. What jobs have you done other than being an artist?
Well, I actually worked as a apprentice chef, like a pastry chef. At one point in my life, I was like, I want to be a chef. And then I kind of had a big accident in the kitchen, and I was like, okay, this is not for me. And then
accident?
yeah, like I was making waffles, and then I forgot to put the liquid in, so I turned the machine on and the flour went everywhere, and I was just like, this is just not for me. Oh, no. So I was just like, this is not for me at all. I've worked in retail, as you do, you know, you got to earn money, and I've actually worked as a youth trainee in a music studio. So yeah.
Fantastic. And what music studio was that?
That was Code 7 Music Studio.
Excellent. Brilliant. So please describe a real life situation that inspired you, firstly.
A real life situation that inspired me. I think for me, what inspires me is I've got a little sister, and she's 4, and she likes to sing and dance, and you know, sometimes it's really silly, like you see, and it's kind of like a giggly thing, it's funny, like it's cute, but it's really inspiring to see that she's been brought up in an environment where it's like nurturing her talent, and it just kind of inspires me to carry on, because I want to be like a good role model for my sisters and for other young females that are out there as well. So, you know, just seeing that my little sister's like, she's learning from me and learning from other people is really inspiring for me.
Beautiful. So your little sister, is she already picking up notes? She's singing a bit?
Yeah, she does. She kind of sings her own little, like, she'll go off and sing her own thing. You're like, what are you singing? I'm just singing my own song. And just, yeah, so it's cute.
That's a singing family there. Very talented. So if you could go back in time, I know there's not much for you because you're only young, but what would you do differently? Is there anything you would do differently?
I actually don't think there is. I think I'm quite happy where I am, because, you know, things happen for a reason, and there's a lesson in everything. And I think if something were to change, it might maybe change who I am, or change the position that I'm in now, or what I want to do now. And I think that I'm quite solid in what I want to do. So I don't think I'd actually change anything.
I like it. Go right to the top. Okay, this one then. What do you do in your spare time?
Ooh, I love to cook. So I like to cook and I like to bake a lot. Sometimes I cook too much, and then we just don't know where to put it or what to do with it. I do like to I like to skate. I used to go ice skating quite a bit. And I actually own my own skates, so I like to go, and that's kind of my own little exercise I like to do, go and ice skate, and it's quite fun for me. It's quite relaxing.
Ice skating. So you're a good ice skater?
I'm okay.
You stay on your feet?
Yeah, I can manage to stay up on the ice.
That's brilliant. And what's the first song you ever remember hearing? The
first song I remember hearing, the one that stuck with me for like my whole life, would be like Spice Girls. It was Spice Girls. I think it was Spice Up Your Life or something. That song was like my song when I was in primary school, and that song was just like stuck with me. So yeah.
Wow, Spice Girls, amazing. So what are you listening to lately?
At the minute, you know, we've got quite a few artists that have released some albums, like Rihanna's released an album, Drake's released an album, and I think Beyonce's released an album as well. And I think I've listened to all 3, and I think for me Beyonce's one really stands out, not just because of the songs, which, you know, she's standard, she's an amazing singer, an amazing songwriter, but the visual album is amazing, and it really spoke to me. It kind of inspired me as well. So
excellent. So what songs of yours are you most proud of?
I think my favorite song out of all my songs would be I'm Done, because it kind of relates to everyone, not just like females, or it's not gender specific. It's, you know, it's for everyone, and you can put it it can be related for any situation, not necessarily just relationships. It could be for anything. And it's kind of a stand to say, you know, you're done and you're taking back your power and you're doing what you want to do, kind of thing.
Okay, that's powerful. So that song, I'm Done, you wrote that song?
Yeah, I did.
And you performed it earlier on?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's a fantastic song. Look out for that. I'm Done on YouTube, live sessions, Urban Rockers. Big. So Jamila, what would you be doing if you weren't a singer?
At one stage in my life, I wanted to be a dancer. And I kind of tried to pursue that, but it just didn't work out for me. I have two left feet. When it comes to like technical dancing, I have two left feet. It's just, no, it's not for me.
So you don't do any dancing at all then?
I mean, I do dance, you know, just all in the club kind of thing, but not like la-di-da ballet. I could try.
What about in regards to your career? Would you have routines?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think that's something that I'm looking to do later on, you know, when I do get there.
What advice would you give to beginners?
I think I'd say just be yourself and don't kind of try to emulate someone else. Stay true to yourself, because if, you know, there's a lot of people out there trying to be Rihanna, and there's a lot of people out there trying to be Beyonce, Drake, and whoever else. And I just think that the industry needs someone original. It needs someone with personality. And I don't think that you should try and blend it in with everybody else. Just like stand out, and that's what it needs. Like someone to just be themselves.
Excellent. That's good advice to young people. Take that in. How do you balance your music with other obligations, though?
Well, because at the minute I am studying music, it kind of works because it merges with that. So I have time to study and do the music at the same time. So I'm studying something that I love, which is something that I advise people to do. If you're going to study something, study what, you know, you're actually looking to pursue. And a lot of the people that are around me know that I'm doing music, so they're really supportive of me. So they'd let me know, hey, there's an opportunity, and hey, so that's kind of how I balance my time. I do have time for my family, but I also have time for my music, which they understand. So it's really good for me.
That's really, really powerful. I've really enjoyed speaking with you.
Oh, thank you.
How do you feel about the whole evening?
I've really, really enjoyed it, you know.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So do you have a message for anyone, for Urban Rockers and the work we're doing with the young people and what you've noticed so far, you've researched and see what we do?
Yeah, I think it's amazing that, you know, young people are given an opportunity to come and do their thing. And it's important that the young people see that there is opportunity and people there's support out there for them. People are believing in them. And I just want to shout out Urban Rocker because I think what they're doing is amazing. Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm so honoured to have you on this stage. Thank you. And we welcome you so much on Urban Rockers. And we want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you. Tune in. That's another great interview here, right on live on YouTube sessions, along with Jamila. Thank you very much, Jamila.
Thank you.
Beautiful.